Hello everyone and welcome back to another Mara stock and Bitcoin chart planning update video. I just finished a MicroStrategy video and I just had it published, and I did say I was going to make a Bitcoin video. That's what I'm doing now, but we're going to make it a Bitcoin and Mara video. A couple things before we get started. Got my little blue fun t-shirt. I hope you guys like the name I picked out for my entity. I think it fits my style quite well. I have plans and improving the content you're seeing here. I have a new trading and recording setup that's currently pending. It's going to be a new desk, new desktop, a much more powerful desktop. We're going to have a better background. We're going to have a better microphone. We're going to really improve things quite a bit. It's going to be both very convenient and more comfortable for me to create content that way. And it's going to be a little bit better of a professional setting for you guys, both visually and audio is going to be better. And with that new setup, I'm also going to be able to start live streaming. I want to start live streaming most mornings of the week. I'll probably have a mix between mornings and evenings. It just depends how it goes, or it just depends how I want to organize that. But that's currently pending. I intend to have the live streams and new setup all going soon. Hopefully, sometime within next month. Yeah, next month. Sometime within next month, it all should be good to go. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And before we actually do get started, everything in this video is not financial advice. Everything in this video is just a way for me to document and express the way I like to trade. I am in no means recommending or telling anyone to buy or sell any asset during this video. And again, it's all just my own opinion, and I'm just sharing with you guys my charts. So we're going to start off with Mara, then we're going to go over to Bitcoin, because if I break down Mara, once I break down Bitcoin afterwards, you're going to have a better understanding on what Mara can do depending on what Bitcoin does and what my expectations are, both bullish and bearish for these stocks. Now, I really like to stress, that we are cautious traders. It's very, very important to be, cautious traders, especially with such fluctuations that these assets provide. They move very rapidly compared to like an index fund and stuff like that. So let's jump right into it. We're gonna go on the 1 hour for Mara. All right, so for those of you that are new to the channel, I like to structure my trades, and this is gonna be both true for Mara, and it's gonna be also true for Bitcoin. Every bullish structure, I like to count 5 wave moves up. So every bullish structure on the bigger picture has 5 wave moves up, and every corrective wave, so the second wave and the fourth wave are corrective moves downward. They are in 3 wave patterns, and every bullish wave up has a 5 wave pattern for that. Now, the overall large picture bullish structure after we came down from this big sell-off, it's going to look like this. We're towards the end of 2022. We have a first, second, third. As you can see, it's very extensive, but we still have a 5 wave move, and then a 4th wave. Now we're currently on the overall 5th wave. Now this overall 5th wave, just like I said earlier, is also going to be broken down in a 5 wave move structure. What that looks like currently is, if I can get this organized, we have a first wave up, again, 5 wave moves. Then we had a second wave correction, which looks like this, 3 wave moves down. And then, I should also say, every first wave and second wave is very short-lived. They happen very quickly and do not last very long, unlike a third wave where they extend quite a bit more. And then a 4th wave usually extends quite a bit more as well. And then the 5th wave also extends quite a bit as well. But we have a first, second, third wave. The third wave is still in process, and then we'll have a 4th wave, which I will give you guys a 4th wave estimate once we complete the 3rd wave. And then once we have the third wave and we have the fourth wave, I'll be able to give you guys even more concrete 5-wave estimate. But as of right now, the fifth wave estimate I'm anticipating will be in this range right here, anywhere between $45 and $65. I like to be more conservative with this because this is not a fully established fifth wave area. So I'm just going to go ahead and say the bottom half of this is my estimate at the moment until we have the fourth wave. The fourth wave would then let us know where the fifth wave will really be at. So now let's move on to the smaller, I don't know why a weird accent came out, but yeah, the smaller picture here, right here. So originally, and I did on my previous Mara and Bitcoin video, I shared with you guys a losing long call options trade I had, where I lost 3 total contracts, basically like $300 is what I lost on there, and I explained why I lost it. So it's a very educational video. If you guys want to check that out, I break down my reasoning on what the mistakes I made, and as well as how we can better ourselves moving forward from making mistakes. So I thought we had it. So I always keep saying that fourth wave moves are overextended, and we had a first, second, third wave. As you can see, that's very short-lived and not not extended in any means. And I guess I'm very forgetful, and I forgot that, and I took some long positions, and then we ended up breaking it lower, knowing I should have known better. I say it every single day. Fourth waves extend quite a bit more, and I guess I didn't pay attention to myself. But now I have an update for you guys here. I did update this on the last Mara update, but I'm going to give you guys a refresher if you're new. We have a first, second, third wave down, and the third wave down, the bottom was right here in this level, although we may still be moving downward. And of course, I'm going to break down what Bitcoin looks like, and you can then better understand how that can affect the current pricing. So we have a very clear 3-wave move down, very extended. The final Y wave, which is the third wave, fell into this yellow fib extension area, which is my accumulation stage. So the way I'm approaching this stock now is I have some new fresh longs that I'm looking at, where I'm beginning my accumulation stage in this area. Prices can easily break down further into this area, but understanding that we cannot determine what a bottom is, but we can still determine what our accumulation area is and still provide a stop loss. So I am looking personally, this is not financial advice, and this is how I'm structuring my own trades, but understanding that we now have a third or a fourth wave that has an extended wave right here on the third wave, I am beginning to look at accumulating additional contracts or shares, depending which one you prefer to trade. But accumulating right here and going in soft, where then we have a gap right here, which, as you guys can see, actually I can move this down a little bit more. So accumulation, and then we break up in this area. This is where I'm looking to slowly shave off some positions in case we get rejected and we move down once again. But that's how I am kind of giving myself a little bit of insurance, a little bit of profit taking. So I'm doing small accumulations in my accumulation zone, which is in yellow. And then once we reach this area, I'm slowly shaving some off, but I am not closing out the entire position. And then if we have confirmation of, continued bullish structure that breaks above this area and also breaks above this X swing high, then I'm looking to add more positions, because at that point I'm looking at potentially reaching this purple area just above $30 per share. So, and of course, stop loss is always going to be down here, and then once we break into the blue retracement area, the stop loss will raise higher, so we can confirm some more, guarantee some more profits in that area. So I'm accumulating softly, slowly shave off in case we get rejected. But if we do break above, then I'll continue to add. And then from there, I am just holding as we continue higher. And if we continue higher, of course, stop loss will be above all of my buys. And then I'm guaranteed a profit. And then, of course, if we continue higher throughout the next weeks, or if we, I'm not very good at super short-term estimates, but of course, if Bitcoin is looking to, and I'm going to break down Bitcoin in a moment, if Bitcoin is looking to complete its a current small corrective moves it has on a, it started rallying lately, as you all know, and I believe Bitcoin is currently, and we're going to look at it here as well, but it's at $67,000, so it rose back up quite a bit. And it is market closed. For some context, it is July 25th, just about 11:30 at night. So when the market opens tomorrow, and by the way, I'm Central Standard Time. I'm based in Arizona. So once the market opens tomorrow, if Bitcoin stays strong, we could potentially see the stock finally break back up into this blue area, and then from there we can start securing some profits. But then also open to the fact that we must be ready to add more positions if we have bullish break above this swing high, and then from there stretching up into this area. Now we're not going to have a straight move up in that area. It's highly recommended every time you have profits as it extends more, always look to shave some positions and secure more profits, or at least at a minimum raise your stop loss, so that way you can eventually raise it above all of your buys and you're guaranteed a profit no matter what happens. This purple area, once we do have confirmation of the fourth wave end on this overall third wave, I am going to be looking to potentially changing up this purple area, because I see prices. This was based off of this being the bottom of the fourth wave, so I want to change this up a little bit, possibly, so then we can better, so we can have a more confident, third wave finish. So the fifth wave, this smaller structure, fourth wave, once we have confirmation, we'll move up, go up to the purple area, and I may update it next video, which will complete the smaller fifth wave, which is the overall third wave. Once we have the overall third wave, I'll be able to give you guys that overall fourth wave estimate, and then from there we can start moving up to our overall fifth wave, which will complete, of course, our current estimated bull market top for the stock as crypto continues to rise through 2024 and 2025. So hopefully this made sense. I'm looking to start accumulating here, and then of course with stop losses, because we're cautious traders and we're not here to make crazy moves. So slowly accumulate with a stop loss, start shaving off here, securing some profits, raising our stop loss. If we do get confirmation of a break of structure into the upside, then that's when we can start looking at adding more to our position, and then start shaving off as we reach our potential. And like I said, I will update it, but our current potential fifth wave for the overall third wave top, and this is where we want to make sure we start selling off our positions, so then we can start looking at some shorts to take advantage of the fourth wave corrective move. So yeah, and continue raising your stop loss from there, because it's very important that you trade with a stop loss. It's just, why wouldn't you? Now with Bitcoin, this is how Bitcoin, what Bitcoin can do, and then how that can affect tomorrow. So currently, if you guys keep up with me on social media, or you are in my Discord server, you will know that earlier today I did update my Bitcoin chart on there, and when I did update that, we were down here. We were not in this orange area yet. We were underneath it. And I said during that post, and you can look at back when I posted it, and I did not change this orange area. Everything's the same from that post. And I said, if ideally we want to see prices fall into the blue area down here, so you can have a more confident, strong second wave correction. And again, remember what I said, that second waves are usually short-lived. And let me actually break down. Let me break down the bigger picture for you guys if you're new to the channel. So same thing on this one than tomorrow. We have first wave up, second wave correction, third wave up. As you can see, second wave is short-lived. Once we have the confirmed first wave, as you can see, it's short-lived compared to the third wave as well. So we have a quick first wave, second wave, and then we have an extended third wave. We have, I'm very, even though it's possible that, we can still see another fall in Bitcoin and we can reach this purple area once again, I'm leaving it there because it's possible. Even though I think it's very, very unlikely, it is extremely possible for Bitcoin to easily fall and retest this purple area. I'm not going to cover that in this video. It's a possibility. I don't really care about that too much. It's not, man, for that to happen, something crazy must be happening in the world or something like that. I'm just not going to worry about it. It's just, I really don't think it's going to happen. It's possible, but we'll see. It's just not worth my time right now. But yeah, we have a fourth wave in, and then of course we have another 5-wave move up that would eventually lead us to our estimated. And don't worry about these. These are here temporarily once we have confirmation that the second wave is in. I'm going to get into the smaller structure in a moment, but once you have confirmation that the second wave is in, then that's when I'll give you guys a third wave estimate. Once you have the third wave, I'll give you guys a fourth wave estimate, and then from there, my current estimate for the fifth wave is this area up here. This is my very conservative bull market top for Bitcoin, somewhere between 115,000 and 150,000. That is my conservative. I strongly believe we can easily break that, but that's my estimate at the moment. So if we go into the shorter time frame, okay, we had Bitcoin have an extended 3-wave move down. We have a 4th wave potential bottom, and you guys already know how I feel about that. And now we had a first wave move up. So just like the overall first wave, whatever the length of the first wave is, then we have a quick second wave down, and depending on the length of the first wave, so if you guys see here the length of this, the third wave, in my opinion, should always overextend the first wave. So at a minimum, the first wave is, it's a 25% rise, which means if we did bottom out on the second wave, we should easily see, the third wave can easily bring us up to $80,000 at a minimum, surpassing this green area. This green area, we're going to get rid of it because it is not valid anymore. That was for a potential continued rally of the first wave, but I made a mistake, and I always say first waves are not overshooting, they do not overextend, so I don't know why I kept that there. I should have known that we're not going to see all-time highs on the first wave. We're going to see all-time highs on the third wave. So now that we have that in there, once you have confirmation that the second wave is in, then that's when I'll give you guys a fresh third wave top estimate, which is most like it should be no less than $80,000 conservatively. So what that looks like is on the daily candles, and if you guys just take 0.618, 0.5, and 0.35 retracements, and stretch it from the end of the first wave to this swing low right here, you're gonna get this. If you compare that to the daily candles, we're looking at the 4-hour. If you compare that to the daily candles, then what I'm looking at is a daily candle close above this area, and then having the price hold above the area throughout the following day. So what we currently have right now is, and I'm going to give you guys a bearish scenario and a bullish scenario and how that's going to affect Mara. So we broke above this area right here. Now second waves should always be short-lived. in my opinion. So we do have a a short-lived third wave move down. This is perfect. It got very, very close to our ideal retracement area, somewhere in here, but it's very close to it. Again, these are not, they don't have to be filled. It's just an estimate, and it's something to raise our confidence on how far down a move should go. Since we're basically at that point, this is a pretty good retracement, in my opinion. Now, also, if you consider that with this swing low right here, we did pretty much fill in this gap right here, and now we start moving up higher. So a potential second wave, most likely it is in, but we're looking for a daily close and then continue consolidation above the top orange line right here. So what that looks like for Mara is if we do see consolidation up here, which means that tomorrow when the market opens, there's going to be a lot of buying for Mara. I don't know how high that will bring up Mara right away, but it will be, we should see the day start in green, because that's what makes sense, of course. Bitcoin, when Mara closed out for the day, when the market closed, we were down here. So Mara sold off and we're down here, and I was shot up all of this, right? So we're pretty much almost recovering the entire move down. That means Mara should most likely go up. And if we continue to move higher and finally break above this resistance up here, which is the first wave resistance, that's confirmation that the second wave is in. At that point, once we break above this, I am removing the orange retracement area and I am removing the blue retracement area. They are no longer needed, and we are moving higher, following this trail I have right here where we saw a correction. Ideally, we want to see it down here, but of course, we're still following this trail upward that I have drawn there. And so that's how I can positively benefit Mara, and then we can eventually push up higher and start moving towards the third wave of Mara, and start seeing third waves in at least at $30 or at least even $28 per share real soon, potentially. But of course, we need to keep an eye on our structures and our retracement levels as well. And we need to see a confirmation of Bitcoin going over this right here. Now, the bearish case, and this can either start off right away, maybe right after this video, or it can start right when the market opens. If we see Bitcoin reach this area and get rejected, or we just don't see it reach this area and then start moving downward, that can push Bitcoin lower, and then we can easily see Bitcoin back below $20 and potentially even seeing that price drop well below, a little bit below $19, and then start seeing $18 below that as well if we do get rejected and start moving down. If we do get rejected or just start moving down and break below this orange area, I'm expecting Bitcoin to finish off this second wave with a one more low scenario. So instead of this being a WXY, it could potentially be a more extended WXY, or if it does hit this area but then get rejected shortly after, then we can see AB overshooting B wave, so ABC back down into this area, which is still very possible, because even if we do see like another week of this stock or this crypto trading lower, consolidating more, that's completely fine, because it was not that long ago that we reached this top. As you guys see, July 21st, and it's currently the 25th. So this started like 4 days ago. Even if we extend for another like 5 or 7 days, that is still short-lived, so it's still possible. In that case, it's going to be a little bit more extended. So this is where we need to be very cautious. So we bounced up, as you can see. I'm looking at some longs on this as well, and I'm looking to potentially start selling a little bit of them as we get into this area right here, in case we get rejected. If we get rejected and we push back down, I'm looking to start buying again below this orange area. So below this orange area, I'm looking to start adding once again. But currently, I'm looking at a stop loss, because we want to be very conservative, or we want to be very cautious. A stop loss right at the bottom of this orange area. If we do not see the price jump up right away, like real soon before this, like within tomorrow sometime, then most likely we're going to see a little bit of downside and retesting these support areas inside the orange right here. And then of course if we break below this, I'll be stopped out. We're good. We didn't lose much. And this is why it's very important for everyone to use stop losses. And then we can start, if we do break below this, then I'm looking for that extended third wave down, and I'm looking to start accumulating once again in this area down here for the short-term trades, of course. And if you guys do want to see what my longer-term swing trade looks for Bitcoin, I have a playlist where I do weekly updates, and I'm going to do the next update tomorrow, so Friday, the 26th. I'm gonna do another update, and it's an $80,000 swing trade for Bitcoin that I made. I put 80,000 in. We're currently down just a little bit. My average price is just over $70,000, like 70,300 or something like that. And I have 1.139 Bitcoin within that trade, and I like to document it because I want to hold on to that trade, as far as possible as I can into this bull run. I want to hold on to it at least till Bitcoin hits $100,000, and then start very slowly shaving off of it as we continue even further after that. So I hope you guys enjoy that playlist. But if we do see Bitcoin reject down, we'll be stopped out, and then we can start accumulating down in this area here around that 0.35 blue line, and then we can start moving up higher from there. Of course, if we do move higher here, slowly shave them off, raising my stop loss, and then, of course, if we break higher after that, then that's confirmation to me that we have a break of structure upward, and now we're looking to reach all-time highs and reaching $74,000, just about $74,000 once again, and from there I'm looking to start accumulating more, because if we break over this, resistance right here, and we hold on to it for at least one daily candle, or at least even a 4-hour candle, I'm adding, guys. This is, we're easily, gonna jump up from here very, very quickly, and finally making new all-time highs on Bitcoin, which will be very bullish for Mara. So hopefully this made sense, guys. Hopefully I didn't repeat myself too much, but that is my bearish and bullish case. Both of them leading toward, so even if we do reach down here, both of them, rather we do have one more dip, which will still be short-lived, one more dip, or we start moving higher from here. Regardless, they both lead to the same area. They both lead to short-term gains. They both lead towards all-time highs, and then eventually leading us up into the green fib area up there. Again, hopefully this made sense. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and take care.